Oh. Oh. Of New Year. I wanna be famous. La da da da, la da 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 da. What the hell? Oh. No.
One emergency. Do you need police, fire, or paramedics?
I'm saying police. I'm driving north on Linda, and there was three gunshots at the Walgreens, and there were when I drove by, there were two people down, two males and one female.
When police arrived at the Walgreens parking lot, they were met with a chaotic and devastating scene. Two men were lying on the ground, both suffering from gunshot wounds. One of them, Emmett Corrigan, was pronounced dead at the scene. The other was Deputy Robert Hall, who was still alive, but gravely injured. Nearby, Robert's wife, Candy Hall, appeared physically unharmed. She was found sobbing over her husband's body, telling officers she had just witnessed everything unfold. A handgun was discovered only a few feet away, and investigators quickly determined it was the only weapon at the scene. Robert was rushed to the hospital for emergency treatment. Meanwhile, Candy was escorted to the police department, and she was placed into an interrogation room to give her account of what had just happened. Before the detectives sit down with Candy, they decide to stop at the hospital to see if Robert could tell them his side of the story.
Do you remember what happened to you, bud? And what happened at Walgreens?
My wife.
Your wife?
Where's my wife?
She's safe. Was she with you?
Yes. Her car was next to mine.
Did she meet you there?
Yes.
Did you go there to meet somebody, or did you go there to buy something?
No, my daughter said my wife was there.
Your daughter told you that your wife was there?
Yes.
Hey, Rob, do you remember there being an altercation or anything with anybody?
Yes, there was another guy there.
There was another guy there?
Yes.
What happened with the other guy?
He fought.
He fought with you?
Yes.
Over what?
Wife.
Over your wife? What happened during the fight, Rob? You don't know?
Did you know this guy that you fought with over your wife?
Yeah. It's her boss.
It's her boss?
Okay. What was the fight about, Rob?
About wife. He shot me, I think, in the neck.
Investigators were unable to get any more information from Robert. However, they were able to confirm that the firearm found at the scene belonged to his wife, Candy. So the question was, how did two men get shot with the same gun, and what led to the shooting? In order to get more answers, detectives begin their interview with Candy. At this point, Candy has no idea if her husband is dead or alive.
Oh, God. Oh, God, please, God, please. How long have you and your husband married? 17 years. Long time. What does he do for work? He works for Ada County Sheriff. Oh, he does? Mm-hmm. He's a deputy? Mm-hmm. How did all three of you guys end up at the Walgreens? I was at Walgreens earlier, and so was Emmett. And, well, I didn't know he was there, and I went and got my prescription. And then when I was leaving out there, we had a big case. We've been doing really well at work. And we started talking. He's like, hey, I'm going to go get some gas. And I know his wife and his 5 kids. And I said, oh, okay.
Candy claims she went to Walgreens to pick up her medication when she saw her employer, Emmett Corrigan, also picking up medication of his own. Candy was a paralegal, and Emmett was a lawyer. Candy tells detectives that they were working on a big case, so Emmett asked her to go with him to get gas, so they could discuss the case further. When they returned to Walgreens, her husband was there waiting.
And we drove back, and Rob was there at Walgreens, and I knew that because my daughter had called, and Rob called me earlier, and oh God. And we were all talking outside, and I said, I'm gonna go. The girls were calling me. And I had my keys in my hand, I had my purse. And I turned around and I heard pop, pop, pop. And I didn't know what it was. And I was like, what? And I turned around and I hear Emmett go, and kind of like, and he fell. And then I looked over Rob, and he's on the ground, and blood all over him. I was like, oh my God. So I went over and I put my hand on it. Oh my God. He's gotta be okay. I'm sure he will. Oh God. Please, God. Please, God.
The officer watching Candy leaves the room to check and see where the detectives are that are supposed to be interviewing her. While the officer is away, she receives an update on Robert's condition.
He's stable condition.
Oh God!
The gunshot wound didn't penetrate anything, so he's talking to the other officer right now. So.
Thank you so much.
He's doing okay right now.
Oh God! Please.
Like you said he thought it was just kind of a scratch mark. They kind of just grazed the top of his head, so.
Oh God! Okay. Oh God!
So I'll give you some more information when I get it, okay? A detective should be here in a few minutes to talk to you. Okay. All right?
When do I not get to can I talk to Rob?
Not for a little while. Not until this is all being investigated, so it's going to be a little while.
Right.
Where was Rob at when you guys went and got gas and you guys pulled up? Was he
was in his truck.
He was sitting in his truck?
And he just got out, and he and I, we've not been good, but we've been talking about splitting and stuff because it's been bad for a while. Mm-hmm. Long 3 years, and but not anyways. So he was very, 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 very jealous of well, not very jealous, I don't want to say that. He was just upset about my actions lately, which is just basically, I just had enough. And it being younger and good looking, whatever. He assumed, which he's been assuming for like 7 months, that, we were having some toward affair, which is not true. I actually know his wife and his kids, and they've been in my work and everything, but Rob didn't want to hear that.
Despite their age difference and the fact that Emmett was married with 5 children, the police would later find emails between Emmett and Candy, proving that they had been having a very serious relationship for quite some time.
And he was upset when he got out of the truck, and he was talking to Emmett, and they kind of had words, but that was it. And then the car drove by. I turned around to walk back to my car. Car drove by, and I heard this pop up, and I just walked. Oh God! And then I see Emmett on the ground, and I see Rob on the ground, and I just freaked out. I'm hoping, praying they have cameras outside of Walgreens in that parking lot.
They do. From what I understand, they do. So.
It turns out that Walgreens did have cameras, and the detectives quickly gained access to them. The first video shows Candy arriving at Walgreens, where she would get into Emmett's truck and leave. While they're gone, we see Robert's truck pulling in, and the deputy getting out. He enters the store like a man on a mission. He walks down the aisles looking for his wife. When he realizes she isn't there, he goes back out to his truck, and he waits for them to return. Unfortunately, there were no cameras where the shooting took place, and since Candy is a sole eyewitness, it's important that she is interviewed, and hopefully she can explain how 2 men were shot with a single gun.
Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of detectives out piecing this together, okay? And are you good with talking with us right now? I mean, you got brought down here as a witness, and the way I'm looking at this is, you know, are you willing to voluntarily talk to us and tell us what happened tonight?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would imagine it was a horrible event. You work in a law office. Please help us put this together as best as we can. We'll match statements with evidence. I mean, you know how police work goes, I guess.
know. I do it all day long.
Okay. Where does this thing start?
Basically, at home.
Who's all involved tonight?
It would be Robert, my husband, and Emmett Corrigan, who is my boss and friend. Rob, my husband, has had a really hard time, and no fault to him or anything, but with me working with Emmett being younger and, you know, aggressive attorney, and I have been working with him since October. And he got jealous at a point, but we were bad in our relationship, so all those emotions came mixing it. So when I went and got gas at Fred Meyer with Emmett, and then we were driving back, and my daughter called me, and she said, "Mom, where are you?" I'm on my way back. I told her I was with Michelle. And that is my best friend, Michelle, because I didn't want to tell her who I was with. Okay. She told her dad, I could hear her saying, she's with Michelle. But I said, I have to pick up my car at Walgreens. Okay, because that's where it is. I left my car at Walgreens. Okay. And I said, we're just driving around, is what I told Hannah on the phone. Michelle and I are driving around. Dad and I have had a bad night, and I'm talking to Michelle. That's what I said. So then Rob calls, and he calls me, and I pick up, and he's like, what are you doing? And I said, I am out. And he said, are you out with Emmett? And I said, I am. And he said, what are you doing? And I said, we're just talking. And then Emmett goes, let me talk to him. And so Emmett got on the phone, and he said, Rob, we're talking about, and Rob must have said something like, what are you talking about? He said, we're just talking about life. That's all. And then Emmett got really upset with Rob on the phone and said something like, break your head or something like that. And I looked at him, and I kind of hit him on the shoulder, and I go, what are you doing? And I grabbed the phone, and I said, I'll be there in just a second. And so when we pulled up, he parked the way he was, and Emmett got out of the truck, and I got out, and I stood there, and Rob came up, and Emmett's a very aggressive man. He body builds, you know, so he's really pumped up all the time, and he got like this close up into Rob's face, and I remember, and I go, hey, knock it off, this is ridiculous. And then they exchanged some words about Emmett was trying to down Rob, and I looked at Emmett, I said, knock it off. And I said, this is enough, let's all be adults here and just leave. It's whatever. Emmett said, what are you going to do, Rob? You gonna hit me? Rob goes, I'm not going to hit you. I can do anything, And I said, okay, look, I'm leaving. And the next thing I knew is this car went by me, and I don't know where it went. I waited for this car to go by, and I just said, okay, I need to go. Hannah's at home. She just called me, and I turned around and walked to my car, and I hear pop, pop, and then pop. And that's all I heard. And I turned around, and both of them are laying on the ground. What in the world? I didn't even know what the pop, pop was. It almost sounded like balloons popping. And I'm like, and I ran over, and I see this blood gush. I didn't see Emmett at this point because Emmett was kind of like on his, like this. And I I didn't know what was going on, and I just see all this blood gushing down his rough face. So I went over and I covered. He had this wound on his top of his head, and I'm covering. I'm calling 911, and then I'm like, Robin, I'm screaming in his ear, stop. And then I took my hand off of it after I was talking to 911, and then I ran over to see what was wrong, what was going on, and I think he had a shot here because there was stuff on the ground, and he had water coming out of his nose, and then I just freaked, and then I look up and Rod's standing up, and I was like, oh my God, get down, and he's walking towards me like in a daze. I'm like, oh my God, and then there was a gun over by Rob, and I not by him, but over to the side where when he was walking to me, they're in right in the center, and he went down to grab it, and I go, no, and I grabbed it from him, and then he's walking after me, and I'm holding on to him like this. I'm like, no, and I tossed the gun like this, no, and then he collapsed where we ended, where the paramedics got him. That's where we ended, and I shoved the gun. I just threw it in the street, in the middle of the street, just to get away. And that's exactly what happened, and then I just freaked out. I didn't know what to do.
Candy claims to have handled the firearm after it had been fired, which would have explained why her fingerprints had been found on the weapon. The problem is, how did two men get shot with the same gun? Candy has already lied about having an affair with Emmett, so detectives are concerned she is lying about the gun.
Anyways, I just grabbed the gun, and I'm walking with him
So did you pick up the gun?
I did.
Okay, so you carried the gun for a distance.
Yeah, and I pushed it over to, and I just threw, I kind of went like this, and I just put it in the middle of the street because I didn't know, was he going for the gun? Was he going for something? I don't know. I have no idea. He was...
You heard pop,
yep.
A pause?
Yep.
Okay. How long of a pause? And those are time questions can be tough, but...
Seconds.
Okay, but a definite pause?
Yeah, it was pop, pop, pop. There's nothing going on. He was here, I was here. It's not uncommon how late he's there. He has 5 children at home, and in fact, he was getting Dayquil or something to that nature. And you're gonna effing hit me? You're gonna effing hit me, Rob? Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna effing hit me? And Rob's like, I'm not gonna hit you. And it goes, why? You don't want to lose your job, do you? You don't want to. And Rob's like, I'm not going to hit you. I just want to know what is going. And he goes, Emmett goes, because you're a jerk. That's why you're a. So he was in his face.
Emmett's in Rob's face.
Mm-hmm. And Rob's like, hey, you know what? I want to know why you're with my wife. And I said, Robert. And I looked at him. I go, Pop. I'm an adult here. I can be with who I want to be with, you know him. It's not like he's a stranger or anything like that. And he's like, you don't want to do that, Rob. You don't want to get in my face. You don't want to do that. I'll break your head. Sorry, but that's what he was. The last thing I do know is, and that's when I said, look, enough. I need to go. Hannah called. I need to go. You guys, Emmett, get back in your truck. I told him, Emmett, get back in your truck. Go. Rob, come with me. We need to go home. Okay, I gotta go. Hannah called me. I gotta go. And I turned around to walk to my car, and that's when I heard it.
Before the detectives figure out how the two men were shot, they want to focus on Candy and Emmett's relationship. As I said before, the police found emails and text messages between them, showing that they were involved in a very serious relationship.
Are you and Emmett involved in a romantic relationship?
No.
Have you ever been romantic with Emmett?
No.
Have you been sexual with Emmett?
No. When officers were coming up and everything was going on so much, I did not tell them that I had picked the gun up and put it in the, just put it away, just scooted away because I didn't know what she was doing. I go, no, 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 no. And I picked it up and I just scooted it in the street.
So your fingerprints will be on it?
Yes, they will.
Okay. Have you ever been arrested?
No.
Okay, so we'll probably need to get your fingerprints.
Yeah.
Okay.
I worked for Ada County prosecutors, so they took my fingerprints.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're in the same database.
Okay.
We'll work through that. Was it truly coincidental that Emmett was going to Walgreens at the same time that you were going to be there, or was this you guys were going to meet and talk?
Purely coincidental.
All right. In Rob's eyes, did this certainly look bad, finding you and Emmett together?
Yes.
You come home, you have a shot of tequila, this is your Friday, but Rob's there.
Yep.
You guys have some discussion?
Yes.
That doesn't go well?
He's like, yeah, well, you haven't been wanting to talk to me. Every day you come home, you're tired, this and that. And I'm like, I am. Kenny, why don't you just tell me you're having an affair? I said, I'm not having an affair. I don't know what you want me to say. And he said, I don't believe you. I truly think that you are involved with Emmett. I said, I'm not. I know you think that because the way that we communicate with cases, text, on the phone, everything, I get that. The fact of the matter is I'm not.
Help me understand. I mean,
sure.
You must be really emotionally attached to Emmett.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, yes, I think I am.
I just want to understand the dynamics.
Sure. No, I think I'm very attracted to him, and in the sense of emotional, yeah, because it's one of those things. He picks me up, you know, and boosts my ego or whatever. I don't know, confidence. I want to say not ego, but confidence. And I think it was at a point where I started really feeling happy the last 6 months and better about myself. My parents saw it in me. I mean, I'm not so codependent where I'm so scared to be by myself or anything like that. I'm fine.
Could that be the standoffishness that Rob's been seeing in you?
Yes.
The male side, when a husband asks the wife, are you having an affair? Well, he's thinking sex, correct?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, no, actually, Rob even said it's emotional, isn't it, Candy? And I said, it is. I admitted to him that I was attracted to Emmett.
Well, the first thing we want to do is collect gunshot residue, see if there's any gunshot residue from your hands.
Okay.
So we have a kit for that.
All right.
We're going to collect your clothes because they have blood on them,
okay.
And that'll maybe help piece the puzzle together.
Sure.
You might have a little bit on your face.
Probably, yeah.
No, don't touch anymore.
Oh, sorry.
We might swab a couple spots there.
That's fine.
And kind of treat you as a mini crime scene.
The officer does a gunshot residue test on Candy's hands to see if she pulled the trigger. What he finds strange is that the firearm that was used belongs to Candy. Why would a deputy use his wife's gun when he had access to his own higher caliber firearms?
I wish I knew everything that happened. I just want to know. I just want to know. I mean, there wasn't even any fighting. There was no punching. There was nothing. God.
Oh, I was going to ask you, the gun that you picked up and moved?
Yes.
Do you recognize that gun?
No, I don't.
Ever seen it before in your life?
No, I didn't have a chance to even look at it. I just know it was little.
And
all I know.
Did we cover where you thought that came from?
No. I don't know. I have no idea.
You don't know how that got introduced into the equation tonight?
I have no idea.
Okay.
The results would come back negative. However, this was not definitive evidence that Candy wasn't the shooter. Gunshot residue can be removed by washing or wiping hands, sweating, rubbing hands together, and even passing time. Some firearms, especially small caliber weapons, like the one found at the crime scene, produce very little residue. Despite her many contradictions and lies, Candy was released, but she wouldn't stay free for very long. Meanwhile, Robert was finally released from the hospital after recovering from his gunshot wound, and he would be interviewed by a detective.
I know you've spoken to one of our officers initially about this, but since you got released, I wanted to, talk to you about what happened, what led up to all this. I mean, how we ended up here today.
Since I've been in the hospital, I haven't been able to call my daughters or my parents or my wife or anybody.
Okay.
I have no idea
That's why we came in today to, try and talk to you and get your side of this.
Yeah, I better talk to an attorney first, so.
Okay. From here, we'll just have the officers that brought you here just transport you over to the county jail, and they'll book you in there.
Robert refused to talk to the police, so he would be arrested and charged with murder. A shotgun residue test had been done on Robert while he was in the hospital, and it came back positive. This led investigators to believe that Robert was the shooter, but they still had to answer one haunting question. Was Robert shot during a struggle for the weapon, or did he turn the gun on himself after Emmett went down? Ballistics would show that the firearm was at least 3 feet away from Emmett when he was shot, so it wasn't likely to have gone off during a struggle. If we are to believe Candy, to this day, only Robert knows the answer to that question. Robert would be convicted of second-degree murder, and he was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Candy was not charged in relation to this case. However, a year later, she would be sentenced to 2 years in prison for grand theft. Candy was accused of stealing over $30,000 from a former law firm where she had worked. After serving her 2-year prison sentence, Candy remained on probation for 12 more years.
You had an affair with her husband, and he wound up getting murdered, but you seem highly offended by this whole thing.
Look, I understand, and I am so sorry about everything. I understand how.
Have you told the truth for all of this?
The truth of what I know, yes.
Did the judge say you were a liar?
Yes.
Did he say you were the biggest liar he had ever heard since he had been on the bench?
Yes, and he was saying that in the 32 years that he was on the bench, he has never heard anybody change their story as much.
Did she change her story?
From what I could tell.
Was there one story where she saw what happened and another story where she didn't see what happened?
Yes.
There are many theories as to what really happened, and I would love to hear yours. What do you think happened? Was Candy involved? Did she intentionally plan on having her 2 lovers meet at the same place? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. On September 19th, 2017, a woman contacted the police at 3:45 in the morning. She told them that her friend Shad had been shot outside of her home.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
I need an ambulance. I just came into my friend's house and I found him dead.
Do you think that he's beyond help?
He's not breathing. He's not moving. He's gone. He's been like this, it looks like, for a minute.
What makes you think that he's been there for a while?
He's hard.
The caller had claimed that he had just walked into the apartment he shared with his roommate when he found his roommate's body lying on the living room floor. The police told the caller to stand by while they cleared his apartment.
Lansing Police, if you're your mate's own home. And did. You're your witness, then you go through the whole apartment.
That's our scene right there.
Underneath that cushion. Once he noticed him, he walked out.
When the whole here left.
They were looking for something.
It appeared that whoever had killed the victim had been searching for something inside of the apartment. The victim, 28-year-old Donovan Barfield, also known as Lou, was located under an air mattress in the living room.
Let's grab, if you want to grab 2 medics. Yep. They don't need the whole engine crew in here and everything else. Come up here and go from there, okay?
An officer leaves the building to go speak with the person that called 911. When he finds the caller, he detains him, just in case he is the killer.
Okay, you want to just come back to my car? I'll have to pat you down real quick for weapons and whatnot, okay? And then we're going to go to the passenger side. You don't have anything on you that's going to poke me, stick me, anything like that? No weapons?
I might be put it in the car.
Just until we can get everything figured out and then get somebody to interview you. Situation like this, we definitely don't want to lose you, you know what I mean? So who is he? Is he your buddy or? Okay. Well, I'm sorry for your loss. Did you go through the whole apartment?
No, I came in to get some shoes, and I didn't even notice him on the ground because it was a mattress.
So once you noticed him, you walked back out?
Once I noticed him, I left. I walked out.
Once he noticed him, he walked out? He did not walk through the entire apartment? So you came over here to get some shoes? What's his name?
His name is Donovan Barfield.
How long have you guys been friends?
Man, I've known him for about 4 or 5 years.
What'd you notice when you opened the door? Was it unlocked?
when I came in the door was like, it was unlocked. You know, but when I stuck my key in, like the door just like, it just kind of like pushed open. So when I went in, like I seen the crib, like it looked like somebody went through the whole crib.
So you said you had a key for the apartment? Why do you have a key?
Because me and my girl have been there too, so I kind of been staying over there.
How long you been staying? Okay, so you're just gonna sit tight for a second, okay? Again, I'm sorry for your loss. We're gonna try to figure out what's going on. I know the detectives are gonna want to talk to you, okay? So in the meantime, you just want to sit there, and they'll be with you shortly, and we'll go from there, okay?
The victim's roommate, 21-year-old Joe Woods, would be transported to the local police department and put into an interrogation room so he could be interviewed by the detectives. Meanwhile, officers start knocking on doors, hoping someone may have seen or heard something.
Hello. Just wondering, did you hear anything or any type of commotion or anything last night or early this morning at all coming from over there or around? No. Okay. No one yelling, no arguing, no.
I ain't heard nothing last night. I ain't heard nothing yelling. It was raining last night. I'm tired.
Were you home all night? Were you home all day?
Me and my family was, yes.
Yeah? Okay. You live here? Yeah. Okay. Can I get your name?
No. I shouldn't even be asking you questions.
You're not in any trouble.
I know I'm not, but I don't even like being in this stuff. I was locked up before, and I don't even like getting involved in nothing. I don't like snitching. I don't tell. I don't sleep. I ain't seen nothing. Neither my family. And the only people that staying here is my mother, my father, and my niece and nephews. That's it.
Okay, so there was just an incident, and all we need is your first name, and so we can put in the report that you saw nothing, because we have our job to do too.
I won't give it to you. Sorry, you knocked on somebody else's door, asking if they seen or heard.
We'll talk with maintenance and get your name. When you say they came down, where do you know they came from?
Down that way.
Did you know what apartment?
No.
Okay. Nope.
And the young kid said, "I'll pay you $10. Let me spend the night." I said, "I'm gonna call the police. You better get out of here."
Okay, so what? Can you describe the kids?
They had black hoodies.
They had their hoodies tight. Take one at a time and do it. So take.
One was short.
Okay, was he black, white, Hispanic?
Both black.
Okay, black male. He was short. Like how short?
The one was short.
Yeah, one was about this tall, and the other one was a little bit taller. And the one that was shorter was hiding behind the other, so where it looked like it was just one person.
Anything else you can describe, or did you?
He talked kind of funny.
Okay.
I had a stroke, so.
Okay. What did you see anything on them, or did you?
Well, he
wears
carries
a backpack.
And he carries a gun.
The taller guy has a backpack?
Yep.
How do you know he has a gun?
Because when he walked away, and you know how they have that other little pocket on the back part, it has the big zipper on it, and then they have a little, you could see a shape of one.
So other than when they were hanging upstairs, did you ever see him anywhere else?
Yeah, the night, that one day that our car got broke into, the
Yeah.
Vibe.
I told the manager they used to come in. I left my car unlocked. They'd ransack it 3-4 times.
Did you see them do it?
Yeah. I come to office one day and they were in my car. I went out there. I said, "Get out of my car." You. Yeah.
Witnesses claim that they had seen two young black males, on more than one occasion, getting into trouble all around the apartment complex. This didn't give investigators any leads as to their current location, but now they believe that they were looking for multiple suspects. While the police began to process the crime scene, detectives would interview the victim's roommate.
Tell me about the buzzer box outside. Okay. When was the last time you were home the night before, right?
That's how I know somebody did it. Somebody he knows. Because the only way you can get in the door is if somebody buzz you in the door. You feel me? So it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a metal box. If y'all go over there and look, it's like lifted up. Like somebody was like, I don't know, trying to drag it or maybe or mess with it.
Have you ever seen it?
I just never seen it like that. So that's something I just remembered.
You walk in the apartment and where do you go?
I close the door. As soon as I close the door, I look to the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
And I just see everything through everywhere. So I walked up in the kitchen a little bit, walk out to the back into the living room like Luke, screaming out his name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Seeing if he's in there. I'm like, it looked like somebody, tried to rob. I just ransacked the crib. So
Okay.
I'm thinking somebody in here still or what? Because the door is open.
Okay.
But I ain't getting no answer. So I kind of walked by the couch, and he was like under the mattress. Sometimes he might have some people over there that shoot dice or something. This is what I'm thinking happened. So he had somebody over, and they were shooting dice or something like that, and they got into it. That could be something that happened.
Okay.
But it has to be somebody in here, because he didn't say nothing to me about if he about to go out or go anywhere or do nothing.
The detectives were sure that the roommate knew more than he was telling them, but without any evidence, they were forced to let him go. As the investigation continued, a friend of the victim, named Anthony Brown, made a surprise visit to the police department, and he told the police he was there to help find the killer.
Okay. Have you ever played dice with Lou before?
Yeah.
All right. He's usually high roller.
Yeah. They probably like they shoot dice when they shoot dice. Well, I had just got out of jail like a couple months ago, so I haven't been able to get a job or nothing.
Sure.
So like I just been having pocket change for whatever. Like my mom won't let me get money, and I have a girlfriend that works in Jackson.
Yeah.
So she comes out on the weekends. So like she would cash at me money every now and then. So like I really just try to save or help my mom with bills as much as I can.
Right.
So that's what what I would do. I would shoot dice, try to get some money to help out with her.
Okay. What's the most you've ever seen Lou with? Big old stack?
I'm not sure. He probably had about a couple $100 on him.
Okay. That's kind of typical, normal.
Yeah.
Anthony explains that he would play dice with Lou because Lou was known to always have a stack of cash, ready to gamble. This information gives the detectives a possible motive the killers would have had, and it also explains why Lou's apartment had been searched.
He shot dice a lot, so he could have probably shot dice with the wrong person. They probably set him up, anything.
Did he flash money?
He flashed money like let's say if he got drunk or was at a show, because he got friends that rap and stuff, so he'd be with them. They're from Detroit, so I don't know if he flashed money around other people or not. So.
Mm-hmm. But you seen him do it when he get drunk?
Yeah, but he wasn't like a heavy drinker.
Mm.
He was just like sipping and stuff.
Okay.
That being said, when you said you never been there before, you were not going to find your fingerprints in his house or any DNA or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Did you know where he lived or about where he lived or anything?
No.
And then you said you went to jail. When did you go to jail? What was your time frame there?
I did about 2.5 months. Close to 3.
What did you do that for?
Possession of a firearm and marijuana scale and stuff.
So you had a situation where it's similar. Guy in an apartment flashes his money, likes to play dice, and some guys that, I don't know how many, some guys that he knows show up, knock on the door. He knows them, he lets them in. Now, all these guys knew he had money, had a plan to take the money, but something happened. Somebody screwed up. Somebody made a mistake. Well, some of the guys that didn't have any type of weapon, they weren't there for that, right? They weren't there for that. The other guy, who might have had a weapon of some sort, screwed up. He didn't tell his boys this was part of the plan. Don't get me wrong. It's still wrong to show up and rob somebody. But there's a huge difference to me in, the guy that was just, hey, I'm going to do a quick cash grab here and get out, and the guy that murdered somebody. Yeah, you're a witness to a murder. Yeah, you went to rob somebody, but at least you're not on the hook for murder. If that scenario means something to you, if it strikes a chord with you, if it makes you think about something, let me know. Okay? Does that mean anything to you? Does it mean anything to you? Okay. So I'd be a shitty cop if I didn't ask you. Did you have anything to do with Lou's death? No. Okay.
The police continued their investigation, and they received a phone call from a family member of Joe Woods. Joe had been the one to call the police after finding his roommate's body in the apartment they shared. The caller explained that Joe had a computer in the room he was staying in that had a camera with motion sensor detection. The caller told police that Joe told them the camera had recorded the killers going through the room right after they killed Lou. This meant that Joe had gone into the apartment, saw Lou's body, removed the computer, and then called the police. The police immediately contacted Joe and asked him to come in for another interview.
Well,
that's your man.
Got me in the middle. I'm the one getting death threats. I ain't did nothing.
At least tell me this, okay? At least tell me this. For God's sakes, you didn't delete it, did you? You didn't delete it, did you? Please tell me you didn't. You did not delete that, did you? It exists, right? I mean, for the life of me, I can't understand why you wouldn't want me to solve this. Do you not want me to solve this homicide? You're not being fronted as like a snitch or anything. Let the video speak for itself. Let the video speak for itself. That doesn't make you a snitch, it's just video. Let it speak for itself, okay? You're gonna end up making this real easy for me. You're gonna end up making not the investigation, but my decision on what happens to you. You're gonna make my decision real easy. We can talk about where it is and what's on it later. Just please tell me you didn't delete it. For the love of God. Did you delete it? You did not delete it. Okay. Thank God. Now, it seems to me the only person that would be threatening your life would be the people that did this. Am I wrong there? Am I off? The only people that should be threatening you are the people that killed Lou. I solved this. I lock him up. Threat's gone. Am I wrong here? I don't want to have to find it without you. I really don't want to burn you.
You're just trying to throw me under the bus.
I'm not trying. What I'm trying to do is what I told you from the start. I'm trying to solve Lou's homicide.
Then what? Y'all get the video and what? I'm gonna get charged or something?
Are you listening to any of this? I'll be honest with you. We get that video, I'm good. We'll take care of Joe. Nothing's gonna happen with Joe.
You give me that shit tonight, and you're gonna be sleeping in your bed. This is happening tonight.
That's your word?
That's my word. Man to man. Man to man. You sleep in your bed tonight, I get that shit.
The detectives were able to convince Joe to give them the computer so they could view the video. Joe is not allowed to leave, just in case it's his face they see in the footage. There appeared to be two suspects, rummaging through the room, looking for any valuables they could find. One of the men can be seen taking an orange backpack. At one point, a suspect turns and faces a camera. This same suspect is seen holding what appears to be a handgun, and he is also seen stealing a pair of black and rose gold sneakers. As the video continued playing, a third suspect is seen in the room, looking for items to steal. After watching the video, the detectives asked Joe if he knew anyone in the footage.
Where you want? We're gonna have an officer give you a ride wherever you want to go. Where you want to go?
Just take me to baby mom's house. I mean, regardless of what y'all think, like, my plan was to put it on the flash drive and eventually give it to y'all.
Like anonymously or something? Yeah. We can't, there's no way, this is a homicide investigation. I can't just not tell the prosecutor that this all happened, okay? I have to let them know we got here, but how it happened, all right? So, I mean, you kept your word, I kept mine, I'm gonna go to bat for you. They may not be happy about it, but, I mean, it is what it is.
They look like kids, like young kids, like.
Joe told the detectives that he had no clue who the killers were, and he also provided them with his alibi. After confirming that Joe was not one of the three suspects, they released him, and no charges were brought against him. Despite having video footage, the police were not any closer to figuring out who the killers were. As the investigation continued, the police received an anonymous phone call. The caller advised them that they believed the killer was 18-year-old Neil Prince, and they provided the police with Neil's Facebook page. After checking Neil's account, police noticed that he was selling items that had been stolen from Lou's home. In one of his pictures, Neil can be seen wearing the exact same shoes that had been stolen, as well as a gold chain. He also closely resembled one of the suspects, so the police were able to get a search warrant for his home. Inside Neil's apartment, the police found the orange backpack and the rose gold sneakers. Neil was arrested and brought in for interrogation.
Do you know why we're sitting here talking to you? No. Do you have any idea at all?
No. When they came to my door, they busted in.
We're here to talk to you about a homicide, okay? That's what we want to speak with you about.
Homicide?
Yep. Knowing what we're here to talk to you about, does that jog your memory at all? Any idea what we're talking about? No. Okay. We want to speak with you about a homicide that occurred over on Bayview on December 14th, specifically. Okay. Understand that we did not come to your house, and we're not talking to you by, it's not just random, we just didn't pick your name out of a hat. We have information available to us that we think that you have some knowledge about that incident, that you can share with us. But do you remember December 14th? Do you remember where you were at or what you were doing that day?
No.
And so recently, within the last month, you haven't been over there? You visit a friend over there? Here's the deal. This homicide occurred on Bayview in an apartment over there. We know that you were over there. You were seen over there, and you were also on video over there.
Why would that show up?
I thought you watched the video. That's not me. I thought you watched the video.
It is you, and like I said, the person saw you over there. That knows, somebody that knows and recognizes you.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut the wrong person.
So what we want to do here, listen to me, it's not the wrong person, but what we want to do here is, one, we can't put words in your mouth. So I can't give you possible scenarios that occurred, but everybody has a story, every situation has a story. We know something happened over there. We know you were there. What we need you to do now is tell us the circumstances which occurred. So what we need you to do, take a deep breath, explain to us what happened that night over at the apartment on Bayview.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's not news.
When someone is under intense pressure, their brain seeks a small repetitive action to release tension. Neil continues wiping the table, despite there being nothing on the table. Wiping off the table is Neil's way of self-soothing.
Let me ask you this. Did you know that there was surveillance footage in the apartment? Yes or no?
Yes, I don't know.
Okay, I will tell you there was surveillance footage in the apartment. You are on the surveillance footage. Do you realize that? I'm not bullshitting you. So that I'm giving you an opportunity to tell us what happened. Well, knowing that you're over there on video, somebody has identified you. There's certain items in the apartment tonight that we found that came from that apartment. This is your opportunity to tell us what happened.
A dead man's property in your apartment that you've only lived in for a couple weeks, you're telling me.
What property?
I'm telling you that there's a dead man's property in your apartment. I'm telling you that I know that someone had put you in that area, and you're telling me that you weren't there. I know you were there, but what I need to know, Neil, is what happened. You're the only one who can help me with that. I need to know what happened.
The detective shows him the video of the robbery. Showing the suspect the video can backfire, because Neil can see that the video doesn't show a clear picture of the suspect's faces.
But see, that's the problem. We can see you in that video, and we can see you grabbing the shoebox. I don't think you're understanding. Like, we're not BSing you on the video part. There's video of you grabbing the shoes. Those shoes were found where tonight? In your apartment. So if I showed you a Facebook photo with you wearing the shoes and the necklace, how would you explain that?
What? Okay, that's you wearing a dead man's necklace and a dead man's shoe. Tell me about that. Okay, now hold up, before you keep speaking. Plug thought shit was sweet. I doubled back and he ain't see shit, or he didn't see a thing. Tell me about that.
That's a self-action.
That don't have nothing to do with the dead man. That you went back and got his stuff.
No, gang miles.
Okay, what you're not understanding is people saw you there. Okay, there's video surveillance of you inside when this happened. The dead man stuff is inside your apartment. What I don't understand is why this happened, how you know him. These are all the things that only you can help me with. But there's a lot of stuff stacked against you right now, and things aren't looking good for Neil. Things are looking really bad for Neil. There's a lot of Facebook posts that have been put out there about dead man this and this and this and this and that, all with your name attached to it and your friends. I need you to help me. Help me figure this out.
I'm trying to help you.
I don't think you are trying to help me. You deny everything. I've let go of fake account. All of a sudden, I don't have a tablet. The tablet's missing. I threw it away. It don't make no sense. Why would you throw all that? That doesn't even make any sense.
If you have a broke phone, are you going to keep it?
No, you said a tablet. You didn't say a broke phone. You said a tablet.
I'm saying in general, like you got something.
But okay, regardless, You have all this stuff stacked against you. Why wouldn't you want to tell why? I don't understand. Why wouldn't you want to tell you why you were there?
You think if I knew the shoes and necklace was stolen, I would post it and wear it or even buy it? What sense does that make?
I see correspondence on Facebook with your friends, Chris, John, all these guys back and forth. Don't be talking on the media. Don't do that. So I know that you know more than what you're saying. Okay, I know. I already know that, Neil. I already know that part. But I don't know why. I have no idea why this happened. There could be a logical explanation. You're 18 years old, so you're willing to just not tell your side of the story and just go to jail for this.
There's nothing to tell.
That's what you want to stick with. You don't want to talk.
If I do go
You don't want to tell your side of the story.
If I do go praise for this, I know I'm gonna get out for this. They know my head so.
Then who was it?
That's your job to find out. I don't know.
Did something happen where you had to defend yourself? I don't know. But I know all those noises are just being repeated in your head over and over again. All that stuff that happened that night. Whatever it was. A push of a table. A big bang. Something. All that keeps clicking, clicking in your head. And you just repeatedly see the whole scenario over and over again. This is your opportunity to tell us why. I don't know why.
I ain't got no grief on my shoulders. I sleep good at night.
You do know. Neil, you were there. That's not disputable. That is not a disputable fact. We're talking about facts. You said you didn't do anything that night, so who did? Get yourself out of it. Pull yourself out of the hole. You're in a hole right now. Pull yourself out. You said you didn't, so who did?
That's for y'all to find out. If I do, I'll tell you.
Because you know. You know. You can help yourself out. You want to sit on this for everybody else who's involved? Just you? You want to sit on it for yourself. You're okay with sitting in prison while your mom and sister just struggle from these apartment to apartment things, and you can't help contribute. The man of the house. Really? Because you want to act like a punk and not tell your side of the story? You're 18. You're a man. You're the man of your house. There's nobody else there. And now, guess what? You're not going to be there. Unless you tell your side of the story, we can figure out what's the logical reason for what happened. We need to know what happened. And you can tell us. You can help yourself, Neil.
I'm trying. Wow,
you're not. You're sleeping, and I'm having a conversation with you.
I've been here like an hour and a half waiting, and now y'all trying to blame me for murder, and y'all just expect me to just sit here and tell everything when there's nothing to tell, because I wasn't even there.
What I'm asking you to explain to me is why you were in a dead man's apartment. That's what I'm asking for you to explain to me. Why were you in there? How do you know him?
No who?
Putting the head down is often the moment the suspect becomes overwhelmed. This usually happens when the detectives present strong evidence, or the suspect's stress hits its breaking point. A suspect will do this to mentally escape the situation.
Okay, I can't understand you. You are, sit up like a man so I can understand what you're saying. I can't hear you. I'm talking to you clearly. I'm showing you respect. You're not showing me any respect.
I am tired. I keep telling you. I just haven't seen here for like 2 hours, basically.
I'm showing you respect by staying awake and asking you questions.
I keep asking the same questions. So,
I am because I'm not getting the explanation. Is that because you don't want to share and you're tired, and maybe if I go to sleep they won't ask me any more questions? But I got a lot on my mind right now, but I'll just pretend like I'm sleeping instead. That's typically what somebody who has information does. I've done enough interviews to know that. That's also what guilty people do as well, Neil. They pretend like they're sleeping, so maybe this will just go away and disappear. It's not, Neil, it's not, Neil. It's not going to go away. It's not going to go away. It's not going to go away. I just need to know why.
We'll get your ride, Neil. You're going to be heading downtown, okay? Just wait here till we come back.
Well, I gotta go downtown.
Probation violation warrant. Probation violation warrant to start with. Okay.
What I violate probation with?
No. Go put your hands down.
You take pictures?
You can take a picture.
Well, what probation I violate?
Neil was arrested on a probation violation, which gave investigators more time to gather enough evidence to charge him with murder. Meanwhile, Anthony Brown, who had recently been interviewed regarding the murder, was arrested for possession of a handgun. The police were able to confirm that it was the same gun that was used to kill Lou. Anthony refused to talk to the police. Neil and Anthony would sit in jail for 3 months on unrelated charges, while the police continued their investigation. They needed to find the third person and hopefully get them to confess before Neil and Anthony were released. 4 months after the murder took place, 15-year-old Willie Fletcher would enter the police department with his lawyer, claiming he had a story to tell them in exchange for a deal. Willie claimed that Anthony was the mastermind behind the plan. Anthony approached Neil and Willie, and he told them he had just played dice with someone who carried a lot of cash. Anthony, Neil, and Willie went to Lou's apartment. After telling Lou they wanted to play dice, Anthony would hand Willie the handgun and tell him to eliminate Lou while his back was turned. Willie claimed that Anthony had threatened him and his family with death if he ever told the police what had happened. This was the final piece of the puzzle that investigators needed to finally solve the case. In the end, Neil was sentenced to life in prison without parole. Anthony received the same sentence. Because Willie cooperated with the police, he was also sentenced to life in prison, but he has the chance of parole. What are your thoughts on this case? Please share them in the comments below. When the police responded to a 911 call, they had no idea they would be chasing a serial killer over the next couple days. The 911 caller told the police that her boyfriend and his friend had just been shot on her front porch. When the police arrived on scene, there was no sign of a shooter, so they checked the caller's home to see if the shooter was hiding inside.
We're up here. There's one there and one up here. All right.
Looks like he breathes. He didn't.
Clear all units. 10-3, 10-33.
I'm holding here. Police department, anybody inside, come out with your hands up. Anybody else inside this residence, come out with your hands up.
Clear. Clear.
Come out with your hands up.
Got you.
Clear. Right now, you got a room here to the left, I'm going to the right.
Got you. Hold the leg if you don't work right. Go ahead.
Clear here.
Anybody see that? No, it's clear.
Right.
We're with you, go forward.
What's up means that bathroom? Got you. Sheriff's office, anybody in here? No PD.
Go ahead and step in, clear that, make sure there's nobody behind the door. I'm with you.
Bathroom clear.
After clearing her home, the police spoke with the caller. She told them that she heard 6 shots, but it was unclear who the shooter was.
The gentleman, Jim Bud, Willie Buzzard, came in the door, asked me to charge his phone, he said, hang out on the porch, shut the door, 6 gunshots, 6 or 7. From where? Out here. I'm in the house, cleaning up to this month.
Do you know where they were coming from?
No.
I've got a black male victim that's down the front steps on the porch. I've got a white male victim down on the porch. The corner is en route.
Are either one of them the shooter?
At this point, we don't know, sir.
Did they see what happened, or do you know?
That I'm not completely sure. Once I get some more information, I can either text it to you or I can call you back.
The police began to assume that since neither of the victims had firearms, the shooter was still on the loose. They began looking for shell casings in the area, hoping the casings would help them find the killer.
We see any projectiles underneath the porch?
I've got one that smacked this wall and fell down behind this wall.
Okay.
Maybe another one on the ground down there, but just saw another strike right there. So
Okay. Hold on, let me get around where I
should
can
be one like right there. Because there's a strike in the wall right there.
Where's that?
There where I marked number 4.
Just trying to see if there's any signs of another projectile down here somewhere.
Both victims were pronounced dead at the scene. The first was 39-year-old Willie Boosie, and the second was 43-year-old Kevin Robbins. It was unclear why the 2 men were shot and killed. The police began to speculate that the 2 men had an altercation with an unknown male over a bicycle that may have been stolen, but they were unable to confirm this story. As the police continued their investigation, they would get another report of a shooting only a few miles away at an apartment complex. This time, it was only a single victim, 39-year-old Warner Parks.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. What's your father's name?
Warner Mandrell Parks.
Okay, how do you spell his first name? Warner? Warren? Warner. Warner, okay. Okay, so Warner Mandrell Parks, and it's 32081? Okay. So Warner.
What's going on here? What's going on? Man, I'm a daddy, but he don't do shit. Nobody do shit. Don't want to die, man. Hey, man, you talk. Hey, you remember me?
Witnesses told the police that Warner had been standing outside in the parking lot when a vehicle pulled up, shot him, and then drove away.
So you didn't move him at all? You just flipped him over?
Yeah, just flipped him over.
So was he laying face down?
Face side.
He was laying like, okay. All right. I'm trying to figure out where the shooter may have been. You think he came from that way, from this way?
Somebody gave me a knife and I cut the shirt off.
Okay.
And I felt right here on this side. And I felt this arm.
And you didn't feel a pulse?
When I did this, I didn't. The car rolled bad.
It was a car?
The car rolled bad and we shot him.
143, what?
Who lives here? You do?
Can we go inside of the moat and see if this went all the way through? Have you ever seen this hole before?
Officers were able to recover shell casings, which matched the ones found at the previous crime scene. Despite there being so many witnesses, everyone was too scared to tell the police who the shooter was. That is, until a 10-year-old decided to be brave and tell the police the name of the shooter.
Who else? Was anybody else right in here in there with you when they were talking to you? I know there was a couple of people.
My little boy seen my little boy said he seen the whole thing.
How old was he?
Little boy, he 10.
10?
12.
12. Did you tell the detectives that when you talked to them? Alright, I got you. We ain't gonna bring him out here in front of everybody, obviously, if y'all don't want to. You got him? Alright, just let me know. I got a 10-year-old boy that says he saw everything. Said he saw the whole thing happen. His mom's going to get him now.
Okay.
Mom's going to get him? Yeah, she said she didn't want to bring him out here and all this, but then she said, yeah, it doesn't matter, I'll bring him out to you. So I told her just to hang out and we'll bring him.
Okay. All right.
I figured maybe one of y'all want to talk to him. I know y'all got 100 things going on.
I get 162 to find out.
Guy right there, white shirt on. He said his 10-year-old son saw everything. The whole thing happened. Mom's going to get him now, and she said she's going to bring him out.
Okay, instead of making it a scene,
yeah, that's what I told her.
I'm going to introduce him to the coolest cop I know.
No.
After speaking with the 10-year-old witness, the police were able to get the name of the shooter.
Nicholas Nelson.
Local guy? I'm sure. I know Nicholas Nelson. Tattoos? I know where he stays at. Yeah, that's his right address, yeah. I just talked to him like a couple days ago. He told me he lives there.
What did you talk to him about?
Remember, well, it may not have been a couple days ago, but a couple weeks ago when that stolen car, and we got it at,
What kind of car was it? Was it a brown Crown Vic?
older model, I think.
Was it for the tag on
I
it?
think so.
Did you do a report?
Marcus did a report on it. I think it was a Crown Vic. He's a pretty easy guy to identify. He's a big dude, swole, tattoos all over him.
The police finally had the name of the shooter and the make and model of his vehicle. They believed that the shooter was 38-year-old Nicholas Nelson and that he was driving a Crown Victoria. Before they had a chance to find Nicholas, they received reports of yet another shooting at a local hotel. This time, when the police opened the hotel room door, they would find 3 more victims lying on the floor. 32-year-old Tangela Molden, 58-year-old Monty Ballard, and 37-year-old Michael Lang. There appeared to be dozens of shell casings on the floor, all from the same weapon. The shell casings matched the ones found at the previous 2 crime scenes. The police realized that the killer had no respect for human life, and the longer he was allowed to remain free, the more people he would kill. They had to catch the killer fast, but they had no idea where he was. A few hours after discovering the body, an officer was able to locate the killer's vehicle at a local hotel.
I guess that's the Crown Vic, huh? Okay.
412, 414.
As the police were investigating the vehicle, they saw the killer walking out of the hotel. Nicholas appeared calm as he was arrested, put into a patrol car, and transported to the local police department. Nicholas was put into an interrogation room and interviewed by a detective.
Tell me about your evening, Nicholas.
That hotel, eating a little bit, Walmart. That's it.
Which hotel you been at?
The Red Roof Inn.
Red Roof Inn?
Yes, sir.
Been there all night?
Yes, sir.
What about today? What happened earlier today? Anything significant in your life happened earlier today?
Talked to my baby mama.
Were you at the hotel all day, or were you out and about during the day?
No, I've been at the hotel.
You've been at the hotel all day and night?
Yes, sir.
What kind of car you drive, Nicholas?
Crown Victoria.
Crown Victoria? Yes, sir. Prior to going over to Joella's, where were you at?
At the hotel.
At the hotel? In your room?
Yes, sir.
By yourself?
Yes, sir. Nobody. I don't really have any friends.
So you were at the hotel all day today?
Yes, sir.
You been in the hotel all evening, everyone walking over to Joella's?
That's it.
You let anybody borrow your car?
No, sir. My car don't, you could just crank my car. Got stolen from Walmart, and I had to pull the lock thing out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I ain't let nobody borrow it, though.
No, nobody borrow your car? Your car been sitting at the hotel all day?
That I know of.
Yeah. Did you make a police report today with the sheriff's department?
I did.
What was the police report about?
My tag was stolen.
Nicholas claims that in the middle of his killing spree, he noticed someone had stolen his plates, so he called the police to file a report. It's obvious that he was just trying to cover his tracks, in case someone was able to identify his plate number at the crime scene.
When officers got out of the hotel, your car was still warm to touch, like it had been driven. Why would that be?
I don't know. It's an old car. I don't know.
So you say nobody borrowed your car. You ain't been nowhere but earlier today, where you went to Walmart, Chase Bank, Flea Market, Franklin Highway. Then you walked over to Joella's and ate dinner. Other than that, you ain't been nowhere. Nobody borrows your car. Say you ain't been to Eastgate today. So why is everybody telling me you've been in Eastgate today?
I don't know why they would say that. I had no idea. That people always saying Nick about something. You know what I'm saying?
Why would people always say something about Nick?
They do that.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea if I
You say you ain't got no beef with nobody.
I don't. But that don't make people like you. You see what I'm saying? Because just because you don't have any beef, or they don't make them like you. You ain't got no problem. But they don't make you like me, or they don't make me like you. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know why people would say that. Why they say what they say, you know.
The detective leaves the room and returns a few minutes later with another more aggressive detective. The first step is to either get Nicholas to admit he knew the victims or admit he was in the area when the shooting took place.
Like, I don't have any friends. People don't like me. You know what I'm saying?
And well, thank you. You've been perfectly pleasant with me now.
I mean, I get along with some people. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But some people people just don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know why. I've been like that. Even my sister knows. I go.
Be honest with you, do you nut up on people quick?
I will. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But you know that ain't. I just match energy.
I got
you know what I'm saying? Somebody.
Help me out with this. Why is everybody telling us you've been in Eastgate tonight?
I have no idea.
And why would everybody have your name on their mouths?
They've been like that for years. Everything, everybody, I can't tell you why people.
And look, I've been doing this a long time. Right. Your name has never come up in anything I've been dealing with.
No, but when Todd and all them was like they people was shit out all the time. People saying the police
ain't been around here.
Right, and I ain't been in no trouble in a long time.
I've been doing this almost a decade.
Right.
In prosecution, your name's not popping up. There's a lot of names. Ricardo's name pops up all the damn time. Doc's name pops up all the damn time.
Right.
I know all these guys whose names pop up all the time. Why is your name all of a sudden popping up in like everybody's mouth tonight?
I don't know.
You weren't over there?
No.
Did you cruise through there?
No. I don't know why they was there.
You know Mandrell's dead, right?
I don't. I've been like I've been over there. I'm gonna know that. I don't watch the news. I don't talk to people. I don't talk to nobody at all. So I don't. Nobody gave me no information. I was asking the police when they got me.
So why's everyone telling us that you pulled the trigger?
I don't know. Like I don't know.
You do know. You do know why it's being said. Come on, man. Your name ain't come up in I don't know how long, and all of a sudden I got Mandrell dead, and everybody running with your name in their mouth.
I mean, here's the thing. We're trying to get justice for him, right? He's dead. He's gone. He's got siblings. He got nieces, nephews, cousins. And we're trying to figure out how we can get him justice. And everybody's pointing the finger at you. You tell me you don't have any beef over there.
I mean, I know.
So nobody's going to be sitting there lying on you. They don't have a reason to lie on you.
I mean, I don't know that people lie. I mean,
have you done something to? I mean, we can go asking, hey, was it Nick Nelson? Tell me if it was Nick Nelson, right?
I don't know why.
You and I have never met before, right?
Right, we haven't.
And most people are glad when they don't get a chance to meet me. It means they're having a bad day. And unfortunately, right now, that's one of your days right now. Because right now, everybody is pointing their finger at you.
I don't know.
So help us understand why they're going to be saying it was Nick. Nick's out here doing it.
I don't know, sir. I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't know.
So when was the last time you were at Eastgate?
I haven't been to Eastgate. Like I told them a few days, I went over there and bought some weed. I done been in tour with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like I just told them, people don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't.
I get that. I get that people don't like you. People don't like me.
Right.
Okay. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like. But here's the problem. It's a big problem. Your name ain't come up in a long time. Your name is the only one that I'm hearing from more than one person. Lots of people.
Who you got a bad enough beef with? Look, they ain't gonna put a body on you unless they got a beef with you.
Unless they might be trying to get somebody else out of jail or do something for somebody else.
If you haven't been over there in weeks and you're not tight with anybody over there and you're not beefing with anybody over there, man, there is 1,000 names. There's a dozen names. They could pull any name from those boys living over on Kid Street. They could have pulled any of those names of all these other folks. Why are they picking your name? You're telling me you're not beefing with anybody? No, you're telling me you're not good friends with anybody?
I'm not.
So if you're not good friends with anybody, it's not one of your boys who got you in trouble with them, and they're going to be lying on you, right? If you're not beefing hard with anybody, nobody's out to get you right now, is what you're telling me. I mean, if there's somebody out to get you, if you got somebody whose ass you just kicked, and you think they're pissed at you, tell us.
I mean, it could have been anybody, man. I don't know.
Nicholas claims that most people don't like him, so it could be anyone trying to get him thrown in prison for murders he did not commit. This is not his first rodeo, so Nicholas is doing his best not to give the detectives any information that could lead to an arrest.
I mean, who do you think, why do you think they'd be pissed at you? Gotta have a reason, man.
I mean, cause, you know, people been running around saying I'm snitching. You know what I'm saying?
Who's been saying
everybody?
On what?
Everybody, like on everything. Like everybody was saying that for years.
But so when was the last time somebody called you a snitch?
Nobody never called me that.
Or when was the last time
people? But I go somewhere and people like, try to buy some weed or something. And people looking like, like I said, people don't like me, man. Like for real, because I got my own way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? I don't flop with everybody does. You know what I'm saying? I don't. If somebody come up with something, I just go with what I feel is right. I don't go with what nobody else. I don't roll like they roll, so they look at me like, you know.
The police arrested Nicholas shortly after his last group of murders. Nicholas claims he walked to a restaurant near the hotel, and he sat there for several hours before the police arrived. If this is true, then why was the engine of his car still warm?
How's your car engine still warm? Car engines don't stay warm that long. I mean, I don't care how bust-ass a car you got, it ain't gonna stay that warm.
I understand what you're saying, but I can't explain why this or that, but sometimes, like, I'm just...
Did you keep a Joella's receipt?
I didn't get a receipt, but they'll tell you I was there.
Did you pay with cash or card?
With cash. Yeah, I did with cash.
So your car ain't gonna be warm. Everybody's saying you're rolling over there. They said they saw you. They said they saw your Crown Vic. And your car stands out, right? There ain't many 94 Crown Vics rolling around town.
Brown, man. I mean, man, I ain't been over there with no mandrill or none of that.
So if we pull city cameras and stuff, we're not gonna see you driving over there. You sure?
I ain't been over there doing nothing that time.
I don't get why everybody's dropping your name if you haven't been driving anywhere.
Alright, that's what people do, but I haven't.
No, that's not what people do.
That's what they do.
No.
They've been doing it like that. I can't agree with you on that.
But they beefing with you.
People just don't like me, bro.
Man, there's a difference between not liking you. There's a difference between not liking you and putting a body on you, man. Come on, you know that. Look, you've been pissed at people, right? And people calling you a snitch, saying you've talked to people.
Right.
Would you ever put a body on somebody unless you had a bad beef with them? If you're gonna put a body on them, you're gonna know. They're gonna know what their beef is with you, right?
Yeah, but sometimes like.
So, right now, what we got is your timeline doesn't make sense. You're saying you haven't driven your car in a while, engine's hot. We got a ton of people over in Eastgate saying your brown Crown Vic that you've told us you didn't lend to anybody.
No, I haven't lent my car to anybody.
Was in Eastgate tonight. They didn't say some dude was driving a brown, like, Crown Vic. Didn't say people were driving a brown older car. They said Nick Nelson is driving his brown Crown Vic through here and rolled up on Mandrell. What's your beef with Mandrell?
I don't have any beef with Mandrell.
Why'd you shoot him?
I didn't.
When I heard your name, I didn't know who you were. I know who a lot of the names are, but I didn't know who you were.
Right.
So what would you think if you were Sergeant Condon or me, and we roll over there, and everybody says, dark color brown Crown Vic,
Nick Nelson.
Nick Nelson.
The detective will now tell Nicholas that they have him on camera, in his vehicle, leaving the scene of the crime, shortly after a second shooting.
If we pull the city cameras, we're not going to see you, not going to see your car, right? Because you didn't loan the car to anybody, and you're not going to lie to me today, right? I got a question for you. Why were you in Eastgate at 1725 right when the shooting happened? We got it on video, man. We got you hauling ass down the street, burning the stop sign, coming out on MLK. We got the video of right after you passed the camera, everybody scattering coming to where the shooting happened.
Hell, no.
Mike, you want to see?
No.
There's your car right there. That's you. That's you.
So how many other brown Crown Vics we got with no tag on?
Oh, that couldn't ain't me, bro. I don't want me. I tell this.
Look at real quick. Look at the video of this car that you're saying is not yours.
It ain't me. That wasn't me, bro.
Then who had your car?
That's not your car?
That wasn't me.
That's not your car?
Oh, that wasn't me.
Then
who had your car?
Yeah, who had your car?
That wasn't me.
Who had your car then?
I don't know. That wasn't me, though. Bro, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I don't even know if that's my car.
That's not your car?
Show them the other video.
That's not your car with the messed up front end? That's you driving. That's you running the stop sign.
What are we going to find in your hotel room?
I ain't going there.
What are we going to find?
Go in there, nothing in there.
Mask that the person who did the shooting, not going to find a mask in there?
I got 100 masks.
Are we going to find gloves?
There's nothing in there.
I'm asking, are we going to find a mask and gloves?
Ain't nothing in there.
So there's no mask, no gloves.
Nothing in there.
So if our shooter was wearing a mask and gloves, we shouldn't find those in your room.
I mean...
And when I go pull the cameras from Joel's, I'm going to find you in there. At the time you said you were in there, which would be the time your car was going through Eastgate.
Are we going to find a gun?
No.
Are we going to find gloves?
No.
We're going to find a mask?
No.
You're not lying to me?
No.
Then why'd they already tell me they got the mask and the gloves in your room?
I mean, I didn't...
I mean, you're telling me you're not going to lie to me. You're telling me that you weren't at Eastgate. Your car wasn't at Eastgate. But we just showed you a video of your car at Eastgate showing you were in Eastgate. And don't you think it makes it a little... I'm going to start thinking you might have taken your own tag off? Because you had a plan? Do you agree that's your car?
I'm not agreeing to that.
Have you ever seen... You've been living in Noonan all your life, right?
I've seen a lot of Crown Vics. Like,
in the past year, when was the last time you saw a brown 94 Crown Vic that matches yours?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't be running around looking for Crown Vics, so I don't know.
Man, you know that car stands out. Come on. It's not a question. I mean, here's the thing. This isn't a question to me at this point. Just hear me out. Hear me out real quick. This isn't a question at this point, right? We got a video.
Okay.
We got the video of you coming in at Eastgate. We got a video of you circling Eastgate. Right after you pass out of that camera, you see all the people alert, and there was a shot, and they all go running over there. Less than a minute later, we got your car hauling ass, going around that stop sign nearly on 2 wheels, burning the stop sign at MLK. So either one of two things happen. Either you're covering for somebody because you lent them their car and you're having a moment because somebody borrowed your car and they shot him, or you shot him. Why is the engine warm when the sheriff's office finds you?
If you get my car, it's a screwdriver in my car. Anybody can crank my car. Anybody.
So why would they take your car and bring it back?
I don't know. Like, it's a lot of people standing at the hotel. I don't know. I haven't been over there. I haven't done nothing. I'm telling you, I haven't been over there. I haven't done nothing. Like, I don't know. And, like, I can't tell. This is like when my car got stolen. That's where I found it at, the Red Roof. When it got stolen from Walmart. That wasn't me. I don't know.
It hasn't been cold enough. What are you wearing that mask for? Why is it on your bedside table?
It's a mask for my car.
I'm not talking about the mask that are in your car. I'm talking about the one that's on your bedside table.
With the gloves.
How's it been cold? It hasn't been cold enough to be wearing no mask or gloves.
Who had it on? Who said I had it on? When y'all see, when I came out of Joel, I didn't have a mask on.
Yeah, because it was in your room.
Or no gloves.
Because it was in your room already.
Oh.
You told us you were coming straight from Joe Ellis.
I did.
When Sergeant Wyndham caught you.
I did. I was.
Right. So that glove and that mask were already up in the room. They were on you. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because you came from Eastgate and put them back up there.
No.
I'm done. I mean...
All right.
It's all pointing at you, Bo. It's all pointing at you. Your car, your name. Folks over there seeing you.
Okay.
I mean...
that's how people do, so...
You're willing to accept that?
I got to. I
got to accept it?
I know I ain't did nothing. I know I ain't did nothing.
Nicholas was handcuffed and put into a holding cell at the local county jail. As soon as the police were able to secure a warrant for murder, they went to the jail to tell him the news.
I'm Sergeant Benke with the Noonan Police Department. I have 2 warrants for your arrest. Both of them are for murder. You're being arrested for the murder of Willie Edward Bussey III, and you're being arrested for the murder of Kevin Dwayne Robbins on November 5th out at 267 East Broad Street. You understand that? Is there anything you want to say about that? No? Okay. Thank you.
In the end, prosecution was able to prove that Nicholas killed all 6 victims. Nicholas was convicted of 6 counts of murder, and he received life without parole. What are your thoughts on someone who takes this many lives? Should they receive the death penalty, or is life sufficient? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. On February 3, 2008, Rebecca Fenton called 911 after she found her husband's body lying on the floor of their Florida home.
911, what is your emergency? My emergency is I think my husband's been shot. My house has been burglarized. I just walked in. I'm getting a pulse on him. I just came in from the gym. Okay, what is the address there, ma'am? It looks like a burglary. My God.
You like guys use sexual?
Yes, sir. And I don't entertain that, man. I'm a man. I like women. He would say, like, some gay shit. He ain't really leave me no damn choice, man.
Meet 37-year-old Timothy Lee Floyd, desperately trying to explain his relationship with Jonathan Spooner, a man that was found dead just hours ago. And what Tim fails to realize is that he is not a suspected homosexual. He is a suspected murderer.
You end up with a dead guy's debit card using the dead guy's hat at this store. Explain that, man.
You telling me I killed somebody, man, and I ain't killed nobody.
But very soon, detectives will uncover damning evidence that proves what happened to Jonathan was no accident. And this man, who is neither as tough nor as straight as he thinks, will eventually break and reveal everything.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you lie on yourself. It's on video. You recognize that guy walking away from that car? Do you recognize the jacket that person's wearing? Is that you?
I do not know what happened to that man, sir. I do not know.
You didn't want to kill him. You didn't intend to do that, man. I don't believe that.
What happened?
28-year-old Jonathan Spooner was a Florida State University graduate, and someone his loved ones described the same way. Bright, generous, and impossible not to like. Which is why those close to him grew concerned when he suddenly vanished around January 22nd, 2020. The last person to hear from him was a coworker he promised a ride to, a ride he never showed up for. For days, friends and family couldn't reach him. Calls went straight to voicemail and messages piled up unanswered, until January 25th, when the Tallahassee Police Department received security alerts from Jonathan's home security system. Thinking it was a break-in or maybe a squatter, officers showed up to check it out, only to find Jonathan Spooner dead in the front yard of his home, covered in layers of blankets and plastic sheets. But who would do this to Jonathan, a man with no enemies or ongoing issues with anyone? Their first and only real suspect lived right across the street, 37-year-old Timothy Lee Floyd. Timothy had a long rap sheet, multiple robberies with a firearm, drug offenses, grand thefts, and burglaries. But most importantly, after pulling surveillance footage from Jonathan's last known locations, detectives noticed something impossible to ignore. Jonathan had been wearing a black Kush hoodie in the hours leading up to his disappearance, and when officers contacted Timothy, he was wearing the exact same hoodie. Immediately, detectives requested a search warrant for Timothy's house and took him into custody to figure out how he was involved in Jonathan's murder and why. And as detectives are about to learn, a career criminal is much harder to break than they expect. The footage that you are about to see was provided to us by the Tallahassee Police Department.
Mr. Floyd? Good afternoon. My name's Dan Warren, investigator of the police department. This is Investigator Curtis Bridges.
You joined that mile the other day, man.
Yes, sir, we were. You remember me?
I remember you. I was sitting on the front porch looking at you.
All right. You all right? I heard you got cold. I know this room gets freezing. I got something like it. All right, well, we can jump right into that. We have a search warrant for your residence, so that's why everybody's there. Judge Richardson signed it today. I got a copy that I can get to you.
What is it for?
What is the search warrant for?
Yes.
It's a reference to the, well, here's if you want to read it.
Okay.
That's a copy of it.
The officers present Timothy with both the arrest warrant and the warrant to search his home, and after reading him his Miranda rights, they move immediately to questioning him about Jonathan.
Do you know this gentleman?
Yeah, that's Jonathan.
Who is he?
Spooner.
Spooner?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is that?
That's my friend.
Okay. How do you know him?
Facebook.
You guys are friends on
Yeah,
Facebook?
we're friends on Facebook, dude. We ain't got good friends. Now you start giving me rides and stuff.
Oh, okay. When's the last time you saw him?
Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, I mean.
Okay, that's no problem. So you call him Spooner?
I call him Spooner, yeah.
All right, you say y'all met on Facebook?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's talk about how did that happen?
He sent me a friend request.
He just sent you a message out of the blue? Y'all never met before or anything?
No.
Okay, so he sent you this friend request. About how long ago was that?
If you can get my phone, you can know exactly.
Okay, is your phone at your house?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, we can go back to that. But let's, in general terms, has it been like a month, 6 months, a year, 5 years? You know,
I say, I got out June. About around October, November.
About October, November?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so October, November, he sends you a friend request, you accept it. When is the first time y'all met in person? It doesn't have to be exact, man.
About a month after that.
So about a month after? Okay, tell me about that. Where'd y'all meet?
Okay, we met at my house.
Okay, so he came to your house?
He came to my house because he was trying to sell some Adderall.
Okay, so he sells Adderalls?
Yeah, he sells Adderall. He was trying to get me to get somebody to help him sell some Adderall.
Okay, so...
But I told him I don't know nobody selling Adderall. I mean, buy Adderall because I don't do prescription drugs and nothing. I don't sell drugs, period.
Okay.
So...
Which is a good thing, obviously.
Yeah, so he left. But, you know,
well,
he'll text me like 4 or 5 times a day.
He would text you 4 or 5 times a day?
Yeah.
All right, what's your phone number?
But we don't have each other's phone number.
All right, well,
so it's on Messenger.
It's on Facebook Messenger. Okay, so all right, that's what you mean by text. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So did you pay him to take you to work?
I pay him to take me to work. I cash out. I give him like $10. Then it got to the level, right, where he was like, "No, could you just let me stay the night, and then we'll be straight." I was like, "Man, that's cool." But then it got to the point like he started trying to do that all the time. So I asked him, I said, "Damn, man, what, you homeless?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Man, listen, man, this is what I do for you, man. I let you stay here at least twice a week, but you ain't finna stay here all the time."
Okay. So would he stay there twice a week?
He'll stay 2 days a week.
Okay.
And then the 2 days a week he'll take a shower because he ain't have nowhere to bathe or nothing like that.
Jeez. Okay.
Okay. And then I gave him some clothes.
Okay.
I gave him a blanket.
Okay.
I gave him some sheets. So look, we had got all right relationships, you know. It wasn't no relationship or none of that, man. It was like a good friendship.
Okay. So he became a good friend of yours?
Yeah, he became a good friend of me, you know. So he'll text me and I'll text him back. He'll ask me, do I need a ride to Colorado? He'll cash, if I ain't got no money, he'll cash out me some. If he need money, I'll cash out him. And then we got close, we got straight like that.
Let's take a moment to expand on the relationship between the two. At the time of his death, Jonathan was open about his sexuality. In 2018, his long-term boyfriend, who he called the love of his life, died of a brain tumor at just 33 years old. Jonathan often went by the name Johnny Jackson, using his partner's last name in his honor. And by 2019, he was posting that he would never date again for as long as he lived. Jonathan met Timothy in late 2019 through Facebook. They grew close quickly, and Timothy began letting Jonathan stay over at his house in exchange for rides to work. Jonathan even helped him financially from time to time. So considering how close they were, it's strange that Timothy stayed completely quiet on the day Jonathan's body was discovered. And what makes it stranger is the fact that these were the same officers who had spoken with Timothy the day Jonathan went missing. Yet during that interview, he was vague and avoided several crucial details. Details detectives are now ready to squeeze out of him.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened Wednesday morning.
Okay, good. Tell me what happened Wednesday morning.
I was sleeping on the sofa.
You're sleeping on the sofa Wednesday morning?
He got his check. He was happy.
His check? His check.
His check.
Okay,
He was happy.
He got his check.
He got up. He went to bounce around, yeah, in the glory, hallelujah. Finally, Jesus, I got my check. You know?
Is this like morning time?
It's in the morning. It's
like
early,
what time?
It's early in the morning. It's around 6 o'clock, sir.
Around 6 a.m.?
Yes, sir. It's around 6 o'clock, sir. So he get up. He said, "Man, get up, man. Let's go get some cigarettes and let's go to McDonald's." And I said, "Man, I'm good, man."
Okay.
You know. So this is what he do. He get on the phone and he's talking to some coworker.
You call a coworker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her name was Tiffany. I remember her name. The coworker name was Tiffany. Okay. And this, he telling her, he asking her, did he cash? She gave him some money. He cashed up her back.
Okay.
He cashed up her back, and they was talking. Boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, boom. Then he said, man, come on, man, let's go to McDonald's, something like that. I'm gonna give you 20 off and let me stay there and shit like that.
Okay.
I said, man, come on. So we go. First we go to Circle K.
Right.
First we go to Circle
So
K.
you went with him to Circle K that morning?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's play this out. It's 6 a.m. He's up. He's doing the Hallelujah dance. He got paid. He's happy.
Okay.
Okay. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so he does that, and then you say he called some girl named Tiffany?
Tiffany.
Are you sure it's a co-worker or
It's
just
a
some girl?
co-worker named Tiffany, because they work together.
Okay, so he's calling this girl Tiffany.
Yes, sir.
All right, you say he cashed out her
He
some
cashed
money?
out her some money.
Okay, he's giving her some money,
Yes,
and
sir.
then he said, hey, let's go get a bite. You said Burger King, McDonald's?
We went to McDonald's.
Okay, and you went with him?
Yep.
Okay, what kind of cars he have? I forgot I see that.
SUV, Nissan.
Okay.
A Nissan SUV.
Like a real big one? Like
Nah, like the mid-size.
You remember what color it was?
I think it was silver.
So he's got a silver Nissan SUV. Okay.
Yes,
All right, and is that what he would always pick you up on, or did he have the other cars?
Nah, that's the only car he had.
Okay, so he wasn't like borrowing cars from family or anything like that. You said you got some family. Okay, so that's the car that he took you in with, or took you to McDonald's in?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you guys go to McDonald's. Y'all go inside or you go to the drive-thru?
Drive-thru.
Which one?
Southside, Monroe.
Right there at Orange?
Yes, sir.
All right, so now it's 6, what is that, 7 a.m. you there, 6:30? What time?
Between 6 and 7.
Okay, sometime between 6 and 7, y'all hit the McDonald's.
Yes,
Did y'all go inside to get a bite, or did you hit the drive-thru?
We in the drive-thru.
Okay, so you hit the drive-thru.
Yes,
and
sir.
you with him?
I'm with him.
Okay.
We get hot cake with sausage, sausage biscuit, and hash brown.
He buying because he's happy? Or?
Yeah, he bought it.
All right, so he bought it.
Yes, sir.
Then what happened?
And then you went to the bank at Capital City Bank, and he got me $20.
Capital City Bank. Where that one at?
That's on Adams Street.
Is that where he banked at?
I don't know where he banked at.
Okay, so why was he throwing $20 your way?
Because I let him stay though.
I thought you let him stay there in turn for the ride.
But he'll still give it to me. That's why I want you to get my phone, man, so you can understand what I'm saying, man.
Okay. All right. So they don't make a whole lot of sense, but okay, because you also paying him for gas too, right?
Yes,
so you
sir.
let him stay there,
Yes,
and now
sir.
he's just throwing money your way. But
That's the type of person he is, though.
He was a good guy.
He's a good guy.
When did you stop hearing from him?
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. Was he supposed to come back Wednesday night?
Nah.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't supposed to, but it just ain't right for me not to hear from him. Cause like every day he was like.
He sent a message asking what's up.
Yeah.
Okay. He text you back?
No.
He didn't say nothing.
No. Thursday either or Friday.
No text, no nothing.
Nope.
He come around again to get him a shower or anything?
Nope.
That's last
And
time.
he had dropped the debit card.
What do you mean he dropped his debit card?
That's what I said. He dropped the debit card.
Where at?
At my house on the porch.
He dropped his debit card
Yes,
at the
sir.
house on your porch?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You still got it? Is that the
I
house?
picked it up.
Okay. You holding on to it for him?
Yes, sir.
Did you text him, hey man, I got your debit card?
Nope.
Why would you do that?
Because I wait for him to come back. I know I'm gonna hear from him.
Well, you worried about him, right? You're like, hey man, what's up? Where you at? I got your debit card.
Yes, I asked him.
You asked
him where he was at.
You asked him where he was at?
Yeah, because he was supposed to come back.
So
I know he was coming back.
Well, when he left, did he like pick a day that he was coming back for this like twice a week deal y'all got going on?
No, I know. He know I'm going to work. See, like I said, we gotta understand. If you get my phone, you'll understand me more.
Okay, and that may be something that may be something we can work on, Mr. Floyd. But so I'm just trying to understand. So
that's what I really want.
He leaves Wednesday, so he's at that house. He leaves Wednesday. I heard what you're saying about him going. He drops his debit card.
Right.
You send him a message saying, "Hey man, I'm concerned about you. Hey man, where you at?"
Right.
Did you do that every day?
Yes, sir.
Every single day.
Yes, sir.
You message him, "Hey, where you at? Where you at?"
Yes, sir.
Did you do it today?
No, I ain't do it today.
Okay, so not every day. How about yesterday?
I ain't do it. I seen him on the news.
You saw him on the news?
Yeah, I seen him with Dad.
Okay.
When officers pulled Jonathan's financial records and surveillance footage, everything lined up with the story Timothy has told so far. Jonathan stops at Circle K, then McDonald's, then an ATM. In every clip, he's the one making the purchases. But on January 23rd, after Jonathan had already gone missing, there's another transaction at a dollar store. And that one wasn't made by Jonathan. And somehow, Jonathan's debit card ends up dropped right in Timothy's front yard. Because nothing screams concerned friend like mysteriously finding your missing friend's debit card outside your own house. But detectives don't have to guess how involved Timothy really is for long, because the next piece of surveillance footage they're about to confront him with makes everything painfully clear.
So you got his debit card. Where in the house is the debit card?
It's my wallet.
Where's your wallet at?
In my pants.
Like the ones you're wearing?
No, in my pants at my house.
Your pants at the house?
Yeah.
Okay, so your pants at the house, you got a wallet in it, and in that wallet is Spooner's debit card.
Yeah.
He leave anything else there?
Nope.
Okay, so just the debit card?
Yep.
And you was keeping it for safekeeping?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Till he got back.
Till what?
Till he got back.
Till he got back?
Yes, sir.
And you never messaged him about the debit card?
Nope, because I thought he was going to come back.
Okay. Did you use the debit card?
No, sir.
No.
Nope.
You wouldn't do that?
Nope.
Because y'all are friends?
Yeah.
Y'all straight? Okay. We need your help then, Mr. Lloyd, because I like pictures. Pictures kind of help show the story. It's one thing to be told something, and it's something different to actually see it. Yeah. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, let's talk about his car. His car was found kind of close to your house and the house where he was found.
Okay.
It was found up the road. All right. Yeah, but our printer is absolute crap, but you recognize that guy walking away from that car?
No, sir.
Do you recognize the jacket that person's wearing?
No, sir.
Never seen anything like that before?
No, sir.
Okay. And that bright yellow, I mean, it looks like a freaking highlighter. That would definitely stick out, right?
No.
You agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did Spooner ever have a jacket like that? You ever see him anything like that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I ain't never seen
Do you have anything like that?
No, I don't own nothing like that.
Okay. Is that you?
Nope.
That's definitely not you.
Definitely not me.
100%.
100.
Okay. I got another question for you, man. Yeah, like I said, big on pictures. Helps me out. Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Nope.
Well, you pulled it from your trash can this morning. Inside your trash bag was stuff with your name on it, your beer bottles. So,
It's not mine.
Mr. Floyd,
I didn't even trash.
that's not going to go well for you, man. Listen, I know you've been locked up before. I know you don't want to do it again, but listen, I need to know the truth. I don't. Let's talk for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. That's it, please. I will respect you. I want to hear what you have to say, but just listen to me. All right. I have a lot of evidence in this case. A lot of things I want to talk to you. I ain't going to throw it all down. Some of it I'm going to do to test you, see what you're going to be straight with me. I know what happened to Spooner. I want to know why. Listen. This is just a small piece. You telling me that this right here, and you have no idea why it was in your trash can? Oh, your trash can. He's found across the street. He's last at your house. Last place that he was at before you said he left. His car's parked near your house. Guy walking out his car, we have him on video, going back towards your house wearing that rain jacket, and you throw this away?
I don't got nothing to do with that, sir.
Okay, so there's no way on earth prints, DNA, nothing of yours is going to be on that?
No.
Okay. Even though it was inside your bag of trash?
That's not mine.
I can go back to my computer, I can print you where we took it out of your trash.
That's cool.
With pictures of your I think it was work checks, maybe some pay stub stuff.
Birth certificate.
I mean, I can, that's not good for you.
Listen, man, I don't got nothing to do with
Okay,
it.
so let's use some reason, some logic. How did it get there?
Yeah, you tell me. I don't know.
I'm asking you, sir. That's what I need to know. And you know, some people think that we come in here and
Listen, I ain't coming here to play. I came here to get dope. I ain't got nothing to do with this man, though. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, and that's what I need your help for. It truly is.
That's what I need my phone for, man.
What's in your phone?
I want so you see everything that's going on, man. I ain't never had no bad relationship with that man. We ain't never had no words.
No words?
No discrepancy, no nothing.
Well, this is a little bit different. The fact that it's in your trash bag.
But that ain't mine.
It's not yours?
No.
How could it have gotten in there?
I don't know, sir.
You no idea?
No.
None. You believe me that we found it in your trash bag, right?
Is that what you say?
Okay. Would a picture help you, or are you gonna take me at my word?
I've been home all day, so.
Okay. So, which is good. So you gonna take me at my word, or you want to see some more pictures with it, with your birth certificate, with the other stuff?
I ain't gotta see nothing else.
Okay. So you got no issues with the fact that I'm telling you we found this in your trash?
Yeah.
You said you take my word on it.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Jonathan's Nissan Rogue was eventually tracked down after it was found abandoned at the Syntec Systems parking lot on January 25th. Surveillance footage showed a man in a yellow rain jacket, black pants, and white slides driving the SUV and parking it in the early hours of that morning. Then the suspect casually walked away, following a path that led directly toward Timothy's house. And take a wild guess what investigators find when they dig through Timothy's trash can, assuming he might have tried to get rid of anything tying him to the crime. They pulled out his birth certificate, the exact same yellow rain jacket, and a pair of blue latex gloves with a missing fingertip. A perfect match to a glove fragment found near Jonathan's body. And if that somehow isn't enough, more surveillance footage shows Timothy wearing that same jacket while using Jonathan's debit card to make purchases. But even with evidence piling up from every direction, Timothy still doesn't crack. He just clings to his flimsy story, looking more pathetic by the minute.
So this is you. We both know that's you. That's a picture of you from the other day.
Yeah.
We talked to you. Okay. And you said you got Spooner's debit card.
Yeah.
Never used it.
Nope.
Okay. Well, this is you fixing to use Spooner's debit card wearing the same jacket. Like I said, we got a shitty printer, but we got a lot more. We get the whole video on it, but that's your same jacket, and unfortunately, that's Spooner's hat, bro.
That's me.
Yeah, that's you. And you used his debit card.
I ain't use his debit card.
Well,
period. I got a debit card. I ain't never used it.
Well, guess what? Why do you think we had this picture?
I don't know.
We had this picture because you're saying this is you. This guy on the video uses his debit card to make a purchase. I did it after Wednesday. So you saying this is you. The store records in their video saying you used Spooner's debit card to make a purchase. You told me you didn't use it.
I ain't use it.
How does that make sense?
I paid cash.
How does that make sense?
I paid cash when I went in there.
Okay, so the bank records are lying.
Yeah.
Because how would I know what time to look to see when you went to the store?
I don't know, man.
I mean, it was by happenstance at the time we went to look at the store and the person using Spooner's debit card, boom, is you?
I ain't used the card, sir. Right here, I ain't never used that card. I ain't never used that card. I don't even know the PIN number, sir.
You don't know the PIN number?
I don't know the PIN number.
Okay, so I come back here with a video and a bank record showing that this person that we agree is you is using his debit card, his credit card. You see why that's another problem?
Yeah.
Well, that's truth. No BS. I can bring a computer in here and I can show you that. I can show you some bank records, but we can sit here and I can put pieces of paper in front of you all day. What happened?
I don't know. I definitely don't know, sir. I don't know what happened to that man.
Mr. Floyd, I've talked to a lot of people in this room sitting in the exact same seat that you are right now, okay? I try to be respectful to them, try to be straight with them, but they always think that, lying is the best way. But I'm here to tell you it's not, because it makes you look guilty. You talk about, no, I never used a debit card. Video says you're full of crap. You say that that's you, video shows you using a debit card, is what it is. You saying that this piece of this jacket didn't get in your trash can, you have no idea how it is, but you agree that it's there. Okay. We can keep going round and round, and I can show you more and more and more, but we're not going to do that. Something happened between you and Spooner. I don't know whose fault it is. I don't know if it came at you. I don't know if you broke in your house in the middle of the night and you had to defend yourself. I don't know. But this is the only time we're going to talk where you get a chance to tell me what happened.
I do not know what happened to that man, sir. I honestly do not know what happened to that man, sir.
So how do we get past a body being found of somebody that you associated with very closely, that's been in your house, something from their cars found at your house, the range code, inside of a trash bag that makes its way outside the house into a trash can. And then we find it along with your documents, with your name on it. And not necessarily just your name on it, it's your birth certificate. How you explain that?
I don't know. I didn't even know I thought my birth certificate away for long.
Yeah. So your DNA is not going to be on outside of that?
Outside of what?
That raincoat.
Hell no.
Let's talk.
Absolutely.
Absolutely no.
Let's talk about it for a second. Will you be willing to give us a DNA sample?
Yeah.
We could use to compare.
You already got my DNA.
But it's a little different. And I don't have your DNA. You talking about like your DNA's in the system somewhere?
Yeah.
That's what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's different. We got to get it like from you fresh.
I'd rather do whatever you want me to do.
So you're good with that?
Yes, sir.
When you learned your good buddy, Mr. Spooner, who you last spent the night at your house on Wednesday,
right.
and you saw all those police in that yard, when you learned
Tuesday night.
Right, on Tuesday night, he left Wednesday morning, the guy just threw you a $20 bill, bought you some, what was it, McDonald's, bought you some breakfast. He's a generous guy. And you and I had talked, and you learned that his body was found right across the street.
Right.
You didn't think to call me? You didn't think to call the police and be like, hey, I know you were looking for him. He was over here just the other day.
I should have did that.
Yeah, probably should have. Why didn't you?
I should have did
You
that.
cared about him. He's your buddy. He's helping you out. Why would you not pick up the phone?
I should have did that.
Yeah.
I should have did that.
So why didn't you?
I did.
You just...
I should have did that, though.
Yeah.
I damn sure should have did that.
Damn sure should have
you know
did
what?
that. You should be like, I got his debit card. He was over here. Here's exactly what happened. I know we talked the other day. He's my good friend. Let's find out who got this guy. But that's not what you did.
Well, I should have did that.
But you didn't.
I ain't even get your card. I ain't get nothing from you.
You know what 911 is? You know how to get the police, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's not pretend it's because you don't know how to get in touch with the police.
I should have did that.
I mean, you cared about this man. This man was in your house the other night.
Listen, you ain't put the damn news out there about his name till Monday.
Okay, don't throw it back on us.
No. But listen though, man, and you couldn't keep my door in Tuesday.
Okay. You learned that the guy that was sleeping in your house, the guy that's throwing you money, the guy that you're standing up for, going all the way to these different places. I mean, you're front for him for people you don't even know to defend him, so he's your friend, right? You care about him.
I care about
him a lot.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you guys care about each other. You care about him a lot. He's doing stuff for you. You do stuff for him. You're giving him clothing. You learn that the guy found across the street when all the police are there working is your buddy. And you don't freaking call. And you can't explain why. Just like you can't explain how you used his credit card.
I didn't use that credit card.
Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and let you lie on yourself. It's on video.
I've been in that stuff, man. Them people know me all the time, man. I ain't use no credit card. No.
Sure. So you're saying the bank records are lying? His credit card was used by you. You're saying the bank records are wrong?
I use cash.
That's what you're saying.
I use cash, man. That's what I'm saying. I use cash.
Well, how you think we got in that video and knew when to look?
I don't know.
Because his credit card was used? We didn't go look at that video just cause. We didn't go through there and just start looking at video and say, oh, hey, look. No. It's because that's the exact date, time, and location his credit card was used.
Okay.
So you're lying. We know you're lying.
I'm not lying about anything, man. I don't got nothing to lie to you about. I don't got nothing to hide from you.
Nothing at all?
At all. I don't got nothing to hide from you.
Okay, but you can't make sense of any of the things that we're talking about. You can't make sense about the top of the yellow rain jacket being in there, in your trash can. You can't make sense of you were using his credit card being caught on it. You can't make sense of those things. So let's cut to it. What happened between you and Spooner?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing happened between me and John. The man left and I ain't see him no more.
He took everything he had?
Yeah, he took everything he had. He ain't have nothing.
Except his debit card.
Except the debit card.
Didn't take his debit card.
That's the only thing he had. That's the only thing he had.
Which, that's crazy, because that's like the most valuable thing he's got. That's access to money.
But listen to me, man. I've hurt that man for, man. Why? What more would I do that for?
I don't know. You come on to you?
Hell no. We already got that straight.
You got that part straight?
We already got that part straight on the first day we met.
Did he get drunk one night and try something in the middle of the night?
He don't get drunk. He don't drink.
He get doped up on his Adderall?
No, he didn't try me.
His pills?
No. He didn't do nothing to me. I didn't do nothing to him.
And that's just what you're going with, straight up. Didn't do
I'm
nothing.
telling you straight up through your eyes, man.
You can sit here and we can have a staring contest all day. I've been lied to by people that have sat here and stared in my eyes. That don't mean nothing. What means something is the stuff that we're talking about.
What means something to me is you telling me I killed somebody, man. You telling me I killed somebody, man, and I ain't killed nobody.
Did you kill him? So we ain't gonna find any evidence of that in your house?
I ain't killed nobody.
So we ain't gonna find any evidence of that in your house?
What you mean?
That's what I'm asking you. We gonna find evidence of him being killed in your house?
How you gonna do that?
I would think that the first answer would be no. You will not find any evidence of him being killed in your house. No, you said how. How are you gonna do that?
Yeah, no.
That's a difference. Are we gonna find evidence of him getting killed in your house? You sure on that?
I'm positive, man.
You put the rest of your life on that?
What you mean I put the rest of my life? I can get the rest of my life, man.
Well, we're talking about a murder,
I ain't did nothing, man. I ain't did nothing, man.
You've done time before. You know what murder time is.
Yeah. That's not getting that time.
Yeah, that's the rest of your lifetime.
For someone who's been to prison more times than most people go to the dentist, Timothy still hasn't learned how to actually be a good criminal. For the next several minutes, detectives keep pushing, trying every angle to break him. And the only thing they managed to squeeze out of him is that he used Jonathan's debit card. But once investigators get the cell phone records and the full results of the house search, they will finally be able to make him break.
Mr. Floyd, I can appreciate you talking to Investigator Bridges Curtis over here and being straight with the credit card, because that made me think you were a liar. And reasons suggest if you're going to lie about something small like using a man's credit card, you lying all the way up to the murder. But you're being straight about it. And I can appreciate it, and I can understand why, because you know how it looked.
It looked bad, man.
It looked bad.
But I ain't know that man was dead, so.
But I said thank you. I appreciate you being honest with this, because during all honesty, maybe I can makes you think, well, maybe he's being straight about something. Like I told you earlier, I like pictures. That helps us out a little bit. So you telling me you did nothing. You did nothing. Well,
I don't believe that I do this on purpose.
I didn't do nothing.
That's him, as we found him, just so you have an idea.
What?
But your house, you recognize that couch?
Yeah.
That's your couch, right?
Yeah.
That's where you lay, right?
Yeah.
You see something missing on the couch?
Yeah.
Something look a little different? Yeah. You see that red stuff right there? It's soaked into the foam beneath the fabric, stuff that you can't clean?
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
What is it? What do you think it is?
You tell me. What's the lab going to tell us that is? What's our test they doing going to tell us that is? You don't know? You don't think you know?
Tell me what happened, man. What is that?
You don't know. Something that's red on your couch in that foam. That's where Spooner died. I know that's where Spooner died. You gotta move your couch if you're gonna clean, bro. What's that? Here's a closer look. What's that?
What's that, man?
What's that right there? The big red stain. What is that?
That's what I'm saying, man. This is messy.
What is that? Not grape juice. It's not wine.
You cared about this man, dude.
This is your chance, Mr. Floyd.
Man, I'm getting a cigarette now. Then I talk.
You want a cigarette?
Then I talk. I want a cigarette.
And apparently all it takes is a cigarette for Timothy to finally crack, because he is about to tell them exactly what he did to Jonathan Spooner.
Come on, Tim. Just get it to me straight, man. You had every opportunity. I mean, you could have. You didn't want to kill him. He did everything he could for you. You could have shot him with a gun, but it's not what you wanted to do. You didn't intend to do that, man. I don't believe that. I don't believe you intend to do that. And you didn't go hide him. You didn't get rid of him. You didn't do any of that stuff. You did a decent thing. Are those the same trash bags that's in your house? That was on the sale? Those not the same trash bags?
Man, grab.
He went for you.
What?
Tell me what happened.
Started wrestling, man. I was laying down, man. Like I said, man, shit.
What happened, man?
I didn't know I had no busted man head, man.
How'd you do it?
Picked him up. And then on the damn heater, man.
Yeah, what happened? Did he fall right there?
Let's see, bro.
I'm trying to get you some, man.
I need man, get me one of that, man.
We can't smoke so that somebody will get it, man. That's why I wanted to tell somebody to get it.
Tell us what happened.
Tell him what happened, man. So he hits the head on the heater. Did he start bleeding? What happened?
I feel right up, man, on myself. Yeah, I went to fight, man.
He got back up.
He got back up, man.
Then what happened?
And man, right the helmet, man, hit me with it, man.
He hit you with a hammer? Where he hit you at?
Got me on the foot. Then they put me on the foot. Then they put my leg.
That's it. And then what happened?
And I grabbed it and I hit him.
Where you hit him?
In the head.
Where the hammer at?
Listen, man, I ain't intentionally try to do that to that man.
And that's what we're trying to. So you got to tell. That's why I told you you got to be honest.
I ain't intentionally try to do that to that man. Well, shit, man, he ain't really leave me no damn choice, man.
Yeah, I mean, he knew you wasn't down for that.
He ain't really leave me no damn choice, man.
So where'd you put the hammer?
It's still at my house.
So what happened after?
Did you clean it?
Yeah.
What happened after? What day did this happen on?
It happened on Wednesday.
He never left, did he?
That's no.
He never left your house after y'all went back. So this happened Wednesday. So what? So he died on your floor right here?
Yeah. And I was freaked out, man.
And what'd you do?
I freaked out, man. I was like, damn, man. But I ain't asked for that shit, man.
I know, it's in your lap now. And you gotta deal with it. He hit you?
I ain't asked for that shit.
Yeah. So what you
I'm
do?
saying you did, man. I told you from the beginning, this is your chance to tell us what happened. We wasn't there.
The man hit me with a damn hammer, man, my damn foot, man. The man really grabbed me. I don't know what kind of pill he was on.
How did he do that? Did you lay down or
I
still?
was laying down.
Where?
On my sofa.
You was laying down on the sofa?
Yes, sir.
And how'd he grab you? Reach in your pants?
She walked up to me and just palmed my shit.
On the outside of your pants?
Yeah.
About to say palms you on the outside.
Yeah.
He say anything first? What happened before he did that? Were you eating your food?
I ate my food.
Is he coming on you at all? What's going on?
No, he wasn't coming on to me then.
Was he eating his food?
He didn't have no food.
Okay, so all the food was for you?
Yeah, he said he was gonna go get his own shit.
So he waited till you laid down?
Yeah.
So after you guys fight and y'all tussle, what do you, he goes unconscious, what do you do with it?
I just freak out, man.
You call anybody? When you freaked out, what did you do with it? What did you put him?
He was in my down kitchen.
You left him in the kitchen? Did you wrap him up?
I did. I put something under the head so it won't start bleeding. I should police.
Yeah.
Is that the plastic bag you put on his head?
Yeah, I should have called the police. But I ain't put it over his nose. I just put it where the wound was at so it won't bleed like that. I should have just called the police, man. But I sit down, man. I don't hit this man down, man. I'm one of the real friend of man. They gonna take my word even though this man don't hit me.
Yeah, I mean,
you're right. Don't look good.
He hit me with a damn helmet.
Let's talk about what else you do to him. You ever try to light him on fire?
Hell no. Hell no.
So what?
That's savage.
What? When he came in the living room, he palmed you, y'all fight, he ended up going unconscious and bleed.
Right.
You pull him into the kitchen.
Yeah.
When do you wrap him up? We're past all the other stuff now. Everything
straight.
Man. You said you had a reason to do it because he hit you, man. Tell me what happened next. Did you put your gloves on? He wrapped his head up so the blood went everywhere. Yes. And you pull him in the kitchen. What happened next?
I sat down, man. Because, man, I was in shock, man.
And this is all Wednesday.
I was in shock, bro.
According to forensic analysis, Jonathan died from severe blunt force trauma to the head, struck 7 to 8 times. The pattern and depth of the wounds made it clear this wasn't a defensive scuffle. It was an overwhelming, violent attack. And while Timothy insists he never tried to burn the body, investigators found soot and fuel residue on Jonathan's remains, which points to a failed attempt at destroying evidence.
His shirt was burned up, man. Did you ever try to burn him at all? Burn his shirt at all?
No.
Was it already like that?
No, I didn't burn the shirt. I didn't burn him, period.
No, I'm saying, how did it get like that?
I don't know. Because I left him out the door. I ain't sent him on no fire and like that. I ain't burn him. Hell no.
Did you ever try to bury him or get rid of him?
No. I thought about that, man.
Like bury him right there?
Yeah. Man, I ain't want this to happen, man.
Yeah, I know, man.
No, you just being the police, man. You talking about, I really.
No, I'm serious. I can tell. What I said when I told you what I thought happened. I said I don't think you tried to do this because how everything looked. Did I not say that? I really feel like you ain't.
I really didn't try to do that shit to that man. I didn't ask for that, man. I'll be nice to that man. Let that man stay at my house, man.
Several nights. You was taking care of him. I could see that.
I let that man stay at my shit, man. That man just.
Been working on it, man.
Man, just give me any kind of cigarette. Any kind. It don't got to be no Newport, man. I need one bad.
All I'm saying is we will do everything we can to get you a cigarette, man. But I got an important question to ask you. That's why I came back in here while I was working on it. All right. You're being straight with us now, right?
Yeah.
All right. So while all our guys were out there doing what they do, processes everything, they may have missed the pants underneath that car that's parked there. You don't have to, but would you give us your permission to let us go get them pants?
What pants?
The pants that you said that are underneath your car. Didn't you say his pants are under your car?
No.
They're not under there?
No.
Where are his pants at?
I put them in the bag and put them in the trash somewhere.
Oh, okay. So they're not under the car?
No.
So you put them in a bag and put them in the trash? Okay.
But is this the same bag from your house?
What's that? Red bag?
Yeah.
No. Red bag. That's a red bag.
That's a clear bag. It's just red from the blood.
Shit. No, I ain't got no big bags.
Okay.
All my bags small.
Anything else from the tell?
Man, ain't nothing else to say, man.
Yeah. I know you need to ask for that, man. I know you just trying to take care of your friend. You know, putting you in a bad situation. How many times do you think you hit him? Did you just black out? Or?
No, I ain't black out. I hit about 4 times.
Both sides of the hammer or just one?
Huh?
Like the claw side or the hands up?
People grabbing me, man.
Yeah. Where you hit him on the back of the head, front of the head?
I don't know.
You know, let's see cigarettes.
You said you the regular one too, man?
Yeah.
Timothy Floyd was ultimately convicted in 2022 of manslaughter for killing 28-year-old Jonathan Spooner, along with credit card theft and fraudulent use of personal identification for spending Jonathan's money after the murder. And on March 7th, 2023, the court made sure he'd never get the chance to lie his way out of anything again, sentencing him to life in prison with a mandatory 30 years before he's even eligible for release. Thank you for watching today's video.